Hello everybody, Ministorm here. Welcome back to Stellaris, the Stellar Republic campaign. In Republic news, the anti-piracy efforts along the borders of the Republic have been successful, with the destruction of several pirate bases. With the immediate threat dealt with, the fleets have been recalled to the core systems to undergo a planned reorganization. The focus on economic improvements continue as planetary construction efforts have ramped back into high gear. Resource output has seen a large increase, but economic growth has lagged behind. It's hoped that establishing new colonies will provide the needed stimulus. The war between the Star Compact and the Padishah Empire continues. While the Star Compact saw early gains, the war has devolved into a de facto stalemate. War also now rages between the Sinidian hegemony and the Sooth Empire. While the Sinidian forces have struck first, the overall course of the war is still unclear. An amendment to the Republic Constitution guaranteeing equal rights for all citizens regardless of planet of origin or species has been passed. While this has been a widely agreed upon principle of the Republic, it has now been codified in law. And that's the news. So, we need to get back to it. And one thing that we need to do is, it was brought to my attention that I forgot about something, and that is the Gaia world here in the Salia system that we are sending a colony ship to is a holy world, which means it is considered sacred by the Fallen Empire, and if we attempt to colonize it, they won't be happy. And when they're not happy, bad things happen. So we're going to redirect that colony ship. We need to pick a place to redirect them to. Here's another Gaia world. Now, is this also Pristine Jewel? That probably is also a holy world. Indeed it is. We're going to have to be careful about putting those systems into sectors. Because, if they get colonized by a sector, we could run into the same problem. Tomb World, Tomb World, Tomb World, Dune World. Let's see, we have a Catpana World. The problem is we have that 100% for Nivlac on everything, so it's hard to tell what is actually something we can live on. Let's see. Frigid, rocky world with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere, precipitation is low, and major bodies of surface water are rare. So if we try to colonize that with humans, it would be at 40%. So that is not something we want to try to send colonists to. Tomb World in the Mar Adetta system. We have a Mesa world. We have a desert world. We have a Savannah world down here. I want this to be a core sector planet, though. Tomb World, Tomb World. Atacama World and Dune World. What about over here? Let's see. Dune World, that's going to be tough. Let's see. Cold, dry, rocky world with a nitrogen oxygen atmosphere. Extreme altitude peaks cause rain shadows for most of the planet. And salt flats and arid valley make up most of the level land. Hydrosphere is in a few lakes and mountain springs. If we were trying to colonize this with humans, we would be at 20%, so that's even worse. Okay. Thing is, we can't colonize any of these guys. Oasis World would probably be nice. Catapana World. Another Tomb World. Man, there's a lot of Tomb Worlds. On old worlds, basically got bombed into nothing. Continental world. Man, I don't want to keep this colony ship kicking around for too long. Let's tell you to head back to that system and stay there for the time being. Bog world. I'm probably going to want to go for this continental world. What exactly? You're building research station in Guadar. Huh. Now, what about a step world? What about a step world? Dry, rocky world with nitrogen oxygen atmosphere, low amounts of precipitation, cold temperatures keep the planet in a thin layer of snow most of the year. Landscape is covered in grass and shrubs during the short summer months. Humans have a 50% habitability here. That's probably our best option. Colonized planet. Let's drop that colony there, and we're going to call this... let me see. Alright, let's call this colony Caladan. Oh. Okay, there we go. Definitely got to get this filled in because most of our best colony worlds are in this area here. Mandate unfulfilled. Oh. President Kendros Tyson has died at the age of 90. We need a new president. Okay. Just gonna have to let that go where it will because we can't... I don't want to spend the influence. We need that influence. Spaceborne again. Space amoebas. I think we have too many construction ships down here. Let's have you come over here and build mining stations. You're waiting to build an outpost there. Probably don't need 3. No, you actually got... You guys can head up there. And you guys can do the research stations. We need to get that system. Alright. We have guys here with no buildings to work in. Mineral processing plant. Planet modifier minerals plus 10%. They make 48 minerals. That would mean almost 5 minerals.
System survey concluded. Horizons expanded.
Plus the 2 it would create. Yeah, let's do that. Constantia Apos has been elected president of the Stellar Republic. Okay. And you can build a farm. We don't need like an actual fertile farm, do I? Tell our plant. Fertile land farm, there it is. Corazine plant. Yeah, that might not be a terrible idea, except for the influence cost. That's a standard isotope refinery.
System survey concluded.
Oh, and there was a vote on the Ascension Park that we were going to take. I almost forgot. And what we were going to take is the Galactic Bill of Rights. Our ancient freedoms, voiced long ago, set in stone, must become second nature. All of those we encounter among the stars. Pop growth, speed plus 20%, happiness plus 10%, edict cost plus 33%. I'm not really worried about the edict cost, so that's fine. We will take that, and then we're going to need probably a new tree. We might go commerce next. Alright, dry. You guys are going to need stuff here. Lots of pops. I was planning on making this a power planet, right? Economic district, yes. We're going to want an energy grid if we're going to be doing that. And we're going to be wanting...
Construction project concluded.
Are we building a Corazine plant? I don't know, but if we aren't... Oh no, it's because it's got that... I'm trying to avoid spending the influence, because... I do have a science ship coming over here, do I not? Yes, I do. Well, speaking of science ships... We had that alien specimen procurement project. Who do we want to send? Automatic exploration? Where are you? You're way up there. Okay. You're over here. So you're actually probably closest. Let's change your goal to doing this. Research project. Research project. Research project. Let's get started with that. And we are missing one of these. Let's knock out that alien specimen procurement first. Research stations.
Construction project concluded.
Alright, so we're going to continue pushing our borders, I think. We're going to do an outpost there. Scientist Tarasonus Thanaxise has developed new skills, okay. Gakda civilization encountered. We have detected the presence of an alien civilization on Romar in the old Agres system. They appear to be in the early space age, as evidenced by the many primitive satellites orbiting their homeworld. Their nation-states are on the path towards joining together in a global government, and it is likely only a matter of time before they venture beyond their world and join the galactic community. You should consider building an observation post above the world. Where are they? Interesting. They're way over there, so I'm not that worried about that. These guys need to merge in.
Construction project concluded.
Scientist revealed as psychic. While it is rare for psionic powers to manifest after adolescence. Yeah. We've read this before. Buthesio. Leviathan now has the psychic trait. Okay.
System survey concluded.
Oh, yes. And I think there's actually one other thing I need to take care of, now that I remember. Just a second. I'm going to pause again. Sorry about this. I always kind of, remember what I'm supposed to be doing halfway through episodes. Alright, just give me a second. Alright. I had somebody request a general, so let me just make sure we do that. Leaders. Let's see, who do we have? We need a male human. This is close. And then we're going to rename him as John von Hamburg II. And he wanted to be in command of the 14th Phalanx, which I'm not entirely sure. Actually, I know exactly how I would do that. Um, 14th Attack Phalanx. We're going to switch that. And let's actually assign Lorg to one of the Arachnid armies, since that makes more sense, I think. Alright, how are we doing here?
Tile blocker cleared.
Trying to see if there's any free construction ships that we can put to work. Not really. Not without more influence.
Anomaly found.
An anomaly. Alright, by chance we stumbled upon a faint alien signal during the survey of this planet. The source appears to be a small object in orbit. The signal contains no message. Could it be a distress transponder? Go ahead and figure out what that is. More pirates sighted. Over here. First Stellar Fleet is still in transit. Home Fleet is back in Seoul. Actually, go ahead and upgrade those ships. More pirates sighted. That is in Lorongo Director's territory? That's interesting. Go ahead and upgrade your ships too. Been a while since we've had some new research. Oh, we're about to unlock the graviton reactors. Good.
Research concluded.
Naquadria reactor. Really? A little bit of a Stargate reference there. Gateway travel. Unlocks the ability to reactivate the derelict gateway stations that can be found scattered throughout the galaxy. Has potential to dramatically shorten travel times. Do we risk this? I think we do. Let's hit it. And what we're going to do is, if we're going to open this gateway, we need to make sure that the defense station here is well built. Upgrade it. It's a shipyard right now and it has an anchorage, but doesn't really have a lot of defense. Defense platforms. What's our current defense platform design? Just a bunch of turbo lasers? That could work. So yeah, let's go ahead and build...
Construction project concluded.
4 of those. Orbital researcher mandate fulfilled. Alright, good. Oh, and that reminds me. Someone suggested that I design a ship. And let me just see how feasible this would be. Is to convert our missile boats into a long-range... Oh, it does not look like I can actually put...
Fleet enhancement supplied.
It does not look like I can actually put the cruise missiles on those guys. Ancient life pod. An abandoned life pod was detected in close orbit of Floris 4. It's covered in scorch marks, presumably from when the pod's mothership exploded, and preliminary scans suggest it was built more than 5,000 years ago. The crew of the URSF Apesia managed to open the pod, revealing a withered remains of a reptilian alien clad in a resplendent uniform. Clutched in one of its claws was a small picture of another individual from the same race, possibly a mate or a revered leader. Interesting.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
Let's see. I guess you can't put those on... obsolete components. Yep, I guess they just don't fit on Corvettes. Because the idea was to make like cheap Corvettes as basically long-range missile platforms, which wasn't a bad idea. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to let me. We have established communications with the Humanoid Union. Excellent. Alright, first contact with the Humanoid Union. Greetings from the Humanoid Union. We are a democratic nation committed to upholding the individual freedoms of our citizens, regardless of their species. Our elected leader, President Franz of Lavender, hopes for a long and fruitful relationship with your people. They are fanatic egalitarian xenophiles. Well, that sounds like people we would like to get to know. We're delighted to meet you.
System survey
Are they
concluded.
perhaps... I don't know where they are. Let's see. Get rid of other, get rid of primitives, get rid of the Fallen Empire. We need...
System survey concluded.
There it is. Where are you? You're on the other side of the galaxy. They like us, but we can't do much, primarily because we're just too far away. The Kaninga Coalition entered into a non-aggression pact with the Padishah Empire. Speaking of the Padishah Empire, oh, it looks like that the These guys have renewed an offensive. Let's see. War exhaustion. Attackers at 53%. Defenders at 77%. Okay. So it's the United Republic of Naris and the Osta Theocracies are the aggressors in this. I don't know what their war goal is. We'll find out eventually, it looks like. We can build more outposts here. I'm just going to keep grabbing territories. Is basically what we're just going to keep doing. Until we hit something we can't deal with. Something is going down over here. These are pirates from here. We're gonna have to decide where we're gonna set up our border. It might be here in the Thought Dog system. Fleet support ships are done. Spitfire battleship upgrade. Unlocks electromagnetic flux cannon. Ooh, Discovery bunker grid. A science expedition team led by Zetinos Zerofe from the science vessel URSF Specia, or Apecia, found something remarkable, a massive and wide bunker system that is all that is left of this ancient precursor civilization. Alright, nice. Unlocks section type heavy carrier for the carriers. Standardized carrier patterns. Battleship specialization. Let's grab that. I'm not sure what that electromagnetic flux cannon is. Specialized high-speed turrets designed for engaging nimble corvettes. They have great precision at long range, but struggle against the thicker hulls of larger ships. Okay. How much do I need to build outpost? Okay. 11 and a half. I think we're going to build it here. And we're going to call that good. And then we're going to start filling in. We might grab this as kind of our strategic location here. And then we'll reinforce this point. We'll reinforce that point. We'll try and get ourselves up to starbase capacity. Speaking of starbase capacity. The Alpha Centauri starbase probably needs an upgrade. Let's do it.
Quantization complete. Opening comms.
The Rongo directors want a migration treaty. We agree to this. The Sirius system should probably get their starport upgraded as well.
System survey concluded.
First Stellar Fleet is still not home. Oh, they're one jump away. They'll be home in 35 days. Alright, science ship over here is done. Are there any... Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3. There should be a bunch more. Can I get there? No. Can I get here? No. Man, why is this stuff like all the way on the other side of the galaxy? Alright, research projects. You have a long trip ahead of you.
Research concluded.
Unspent civic points. Ah, we got a new civic slot. The Medic Center 3, Empire Capital Complex. We need a new research. Psychohistoric Sciences. Core Sector Systems +1. Monthly Influence +1. We're definitely going to take that. And now we need to pick a new civic. And these are the options we have. And I guess I'll put this up for vote because we are right at the end of the episode. So if you would like to vote on this, let me know. Comments, or better yet, join the RP Discord and voice up there. Alright, so actually this is the whole list. So we have Cutthroat Politics, Edict Cost -20. Efficient Bureaucracy, Core Sector Systems +2. That would be very nice as well. Environmentalist. It's going to cost us 250 influence to reform, but I think it'd be worth it. Consumer Goods Cost -50%. Free Haven. Alien Migration Attraction +50%. Functional Architecture. Building Cost -15%. Idealistic Foundation. Citizen Pop Happiness +5%. Living World. Monthly Unity +15%. Meritocracy. Leader level cap and leader pool size +1. Mining guilds, Empire Minerals produced +10%. Not a bad idea there either. Research institutions, research speed +5%. And Shadow Council, election influence cost -75%. Alright, so go ahead and let me know what you'd be interested in with that. And I think at this point we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. Is the fleet back? The fleet is back, and I'm going to tell it to get upgrades. Okay, there we go. Actually, let me just let it finish. Oh, it's going rather slow, isn't it? We'll get through it. Democratic Republic of Castoria entered into the migration treaty with the Lorongo directors. Might we eventually be able to bring the Lorongo into the Federation? -52. We would need to switch. Oh, it's so close. If we switched our war philosophy to unrestricted wars, like that, that would get them to -2. We get that attitude up. Maybe make some trade deals or something. And we may be able to bring them into the Federation. And that would be a big help, especially considering that they also border the Kahark. Invitation to a space race by the Dark Imperium? Greetings. We are organizing a galactic sporting event, a space race, through which we hope to identify the most skilled pilots and engineers in the galaxy. We are inviting every major nation, including, of course, yourselves, to participate. Would you like to come? We'd rather not. We get +20 influence, or we go. I say we go. We are very wary of the Dark Imperium, as for reasons I mentioned in previous episodes. But it may be a good idea, a good way to perhaps get a few eyes and ears in the Imperium. under the guise of participating in a sporting event. Alright, just want to get this upgrade done, because then that will let me...
Initial colonization phase commencing.
Alright, preparations for the race. The space race is drawing closer and closer. Every participating nation is working hard to prepare its racecrafts and pilots for the event. Our engineers are hard at work to provide our pilots with every advantage they can. The race will be a showcase of the best technology in the Stellar Republic and other empires can offer. However, the rules of the race limit the size of the craft, forcing us to choose between which system we prioritize. Should we try and press our biggest technological advantage or compensate for our shortcomings? Or simply give everything equal priority and hope that the overall technological clout carries the day? Focus on shields. Focus on thrust. Focused on armor. Focus on thrust, I guess.
Fleet enhancements applied. Construction project concluded.
The fleet is upgraded, so I will probably start working on that reorganization between episodes, if I remember to do it. And we'll see how that space race event turns out next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.